Good morning, children. You must have watched the previous videos. So in this video, once again we are going to revise meaning of economics and definitions given by various economists. Now children, as you can see here, what is economics? You already know this one. Economics is the production, distribution and use of goods and services. Use means consumption of goods and services. Simply we can say that economics is the study of people, how they meet their needs. That means how they make their choices out of given resources. Clear? Now next is, the first one is wealth definition. So as all of you know, it was given by Adam Smith and he is the father of economics also. So in his book, he has defined economics an inquiry into nature and causes of wealth of nations. This means it is the practical science of production and distribution of wealth. Now let's come to its features. It takes into account only material goods. That means material goods means the goods we can see or touch. For example, table, chair, everything you can say. He doesn't takes into account non-material goods. Non-material goods means services. The services we get from bank or the services we get from doctor or teachers, etc. And he has defined wealth in a very narrow and restricted sense. He has considered only material and tangible goods. He gave emphasis only to wealth and reduced man to secondary place. Now, what is the meaning of reduced man to secondary place? This means he has placed human beings in the secondary stage. And what he has placed in the primary stage? He has placed primary stage is wealth. Clear? Now, the next is welfare definition. As all of you know, this definition was given by Alfred Marshall. Economics is study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. It examines that part of individual and social action which is most intimately connected with attainment and use of material requisites of well-being. So, according to Marshall, it is the human beings which occupy the central place in the study of economics. Now, let's move into its features. It is the primarily study of mankind. So, Marshall has given human beings place in the primary stage, the foremost place. Now, it only takes into account ordinary business of life. That means it does not take into account social, religious and political aspects of human life. Now, what are its criticisms? It restricts the scope of economics to the study of persons living in organized communities only. Only it is concerned with the study of person. Now, let's move to the next definition, that is scarcity definition. So, all of you know this is given by Lionel Robbins in his book named Nature and Significance of Economics. So, he has defined economics as a science which studies human behavior as a relationship between end and scarce means which have alternative use. So, in this definition, Robbins emphasizes on 4 fundamental characteristics of human life, that is unlimited wants, scarce means, alternative uses of means and choices. I think this must be clear to you. Now, what are its features? Economics is a positive science. Now, in this definition, he has introduced 4 new concepts, that is unlimited wants, scarce means, alternative uses of means and choices. And it basically emphasizes on choices, that is a study of human behavior, what human wants. It tried to bring the economic problem which forms the foundation of economics as well as social science. And what are its criticisms? It does not take into account the possibility of increase in resources over time. Okay, it has treated economics as a science of scarcity only. And the last definition is, which was given by Professor Paul Samuelson. He defined economics as the study of how men and society choose with or without the use of money to employ scarce productive resources which could have alternative uses to produce various commodities over time and distribute them for consumption now and in the future among various people and groups of society. Now, what does this mean? This means it is the study of how people choose to employ scarce resources to produce goods and distribute them for consumption now and over time among people. So, children, you know, we have limited resources or scarce resources or limited income. So, in that only we have to choose how to produce goods. Okay, now characteristics, what are its characteristics? So, this definition is not only merely concerned with the allocation of given resources, but also with the expansion of resources. That means how we can expand our resources, tries to analyze how the expansion or growth of resources to be used to cope up with increasing human wants, how we can increase our resources, because the human wants are unlimited. So, we have to fulfill their wants. So, this is more dynamic approach definition. So, according to him, problem of resource allocation is a universal problem. So, naturally universal means it is nationwide problem and it is comprehensive in nature as it is both growth oriented as well as future oriented. So, children, you must have understand this lesson. Thank you.